Hello, everyone. This is Corinne, and today's Fast 15, it is noon on May 1st. I should start with that. Today's Fast 15 is on Google Keep and Google Tasks, two great ways to manage both time and tasks within the Google Suite. And kind of keeping everything in the same ecosystem will show you some different ways of doing that. So what you're looking at here is my Google Keep, which I've made all nice and pretty with lots of colors. I want to just kind of go through the basics of how to take a note, and I know there are lots of strategies that people have. So we'll try to host some sessions about time and task management where you get tips from other people in the agency. And you're probably learning from people already. I notice even during listening sessions, whole group, when people ask a question, there are usually colleagues in the same room that can give tips and tricks and also guide someone through a process. So don't hesitate to ask people around you or even people in meetings how to do certain things, because a lot of the ideas are way better than the basic way that I use a lot of these tools. So this is Keep. Keep is great. They're like digital sticky notes, basically, and they are collaborative. So you can share them with other people. It could be anything from a task list. You can see here, I keep my coffee orders for all my favorite people that I buy coffee for. Here, I have a list of spring cleaning. I have my grandson's little door code and how I get him from daycare. So lots of different things. I keep recipes on here, lots of shopping lists, things like that. So this application I'm using in a browser, and I just keep the tab pinned up here. You can see it's open all the time right here, so I can toggle back and forth. I also have it on my phone as an app. So I just downloaded Google Keep. It picks up my credentials on my phone for Google, and that way this list exists on both devices. So because you can use it in a browser or it has mobile apps for both iOS and Android, it works on any platform. And at the top here in the browser version, I can just click here to take a note. I can also do a new list. So this gives me list items. I can do a note with a drawing on it. So maybe I want to take a photo and put some words across it, label things or something. And then also I can just do it with an image. So I can take a photo with my phone or with the camera on my computer, or I can pull in an image from somewhere else as well. So those are three ways to take notes. And then of course they end up looking like what you see here. There are features available. Actually, I think I'll work left to right. So I can put labels on my notes as well. So that's nice. In the same way that you label your email, it just groups those notes together and you can name them anything you want. So over here are, this is how you edit a label or you create a new label. You can archive or even just throw notes away as well. So the archiving is nice in case you ever think you might need it again. So a little more organization and labeling here. You can also put reminders on your notes. And when you click on this navigation for reminders, it gives you all of the things that you have to do and the dates you have to do them by. So that is awesome. As I hover over a note, I've got some things at the bottom that I want to point out to you. This is where you would put a reminder on this specific note. This one is to add somebody. So I have, for instance, added my husband to this note right here, and I labeled it shopping so that if he's at Trader Joe's, we both have consistent lists. This one is just a standing list of everything we get there, but we also keep an active one. So that's kind of a nice, I love the collaborative feature for all of these. So adding a collaborator is there. You can change the color. You can add an image to a note. This is another way to archive. You have it over here and you have it on the note itself. And then this menu gives you some other options. So that is it's a it's a pretty great way. It gives you lots of choices for how you're storing these notes and how you're finding these notes. So just like in any other Google product, you've got a search bar at the top, and you can look up any of the notes. Once, I don't have that many notes, but I do end up looking, like my favorite pizza dough recipe is here, and I can look for it quickly instead of scrolling through notes to find it. Here's the other, this is one of the coolest things I think about notes, is I can put a reminder on, not notes, sorry, Keep. Yeah, I can put a reminder on a note. I can pick a date or time. So I can just pick like my normal sort of where I would place reminders, or I can pick a place. So for instance, let's see, we have a Costco note in here that's shared. Yeah, it's right here. And I have put a reminder, or I mean, I've put my husband on here as well. And then also when I pass by, when I go to Costco and Keep tells me, hey, you're at Costco, here's your list. Do you want me to pull up that list now? It's kind of nice because it does the work for me. Not that I forget that list exists, but it's a couple extra clicks. Or I can put a note on here if it's something specific that I don't normally get at a place. So, that's kind of a nice thing. You can do a location reminder is what that is. So several really cool things, and Keep gets a lot of love because a lot of people use it. So you may just get into Keep one day after using it for a while and notice there are more features, which is never a bad thing. The constant development is really nice. And I assume they run focus groups down in Mountain View to determine what kind of love their products need in Google. So that's Google Keep. It's a That's pretty much all there is to it. Like I said, it gets a lot of love, so they're adding features all the time. The other task management that people have asked about is contained right in your email. So here's my email. And over here on the right side, I have Google Tasks. So it's actually contained right within your email, along with, the other features. I actually have Keep here as well. And here's my task list. It really is, it's extremely basic in terms of what it is. It's just like your paper list, but it's digital. There are a couple of different ways to use this. You can create several task lists, maybe for project management. These are not collaborative in the same way that Keep is. This is really just very personal for you. So I have my reading list on here. I have a basic task list. I can create several other lists. In other accounts, I do that for different sort of different projects or different groups that I have. So to create a new list, you just click this pull down menu and say create a new list. It allows you to name it. To add a task, it's very simple. You just type, or you just click add a task. And this product also did get some love just recently. This is actually much fancier than how it used to look. So you just type it in. You don't have to save it or anything. It just goes straight into your list. When you want to edit a task on your list, you click the little pencil. You can add some details. You can add it. You can put it on a specific list. You can add a reminder for a date and time. And you can even add subtasks. So that would be the project management part of it. You could name a list just for a project and then add your tasks under that list. Again, it's not collaborative. It's really just very personal for you. If you want a collaborative list, say for project management, and you're not using a product like Trello or Asana, then Google Keep is probably a better quick method for that, just depending on the size of the project. So that is all there is to it. Any changes you make here, again, you don't have to save them. You just hit the back button and then it's contained within that task. When you want to check something off your list, you just mouse over the little button and then it does go into a completed task list as well, which is kind of nice. At some point you can delete them, but I kind of sometimes like going back and looking at the tasks that I've completed because it makes me feel like I got something done. So that's really all there is to it. If you want a quick way to get to either Google Keep or tasks, they're always right here in your email. The other option is you can go directly to the URL. So it's just keep.google.com. Right now I'm logged into my Cascade Tech account. I know that because of this picture. And also I think when I mouse over that photo, it tells me what account I'm logged into. And that's going to bring up all my Google Keep for that account. So you can do this in multiple accounts if you would like to, if that applies to you. Other than that, that's our Fast 15 that took 11 minutes today. But you can find this and other Fast 15s up on YouTube. So feel free to query that this is a playlist there. Just if you go to our YouTube channel for Northwest Regional ESD and key in Fast 15, you'll find the playlist that has all the videos on them. And if you have questions, let me know. I am corinne.wyatt@cascadetech.org, or you can email my Northwest Regional account at cwyatt@nwresd.org. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you are well and that we all see each other soon.